Floyd Mayweather beat Manny Pacquiao, it's true. Floyd is one of the top 10 greatest pound-for-pound fighters who ever lived. Tough to argue
Absolutely.
otherwise.
Mayweather's the man there. Conditioning. Hey, Floyd lives clean. He always seems to be in shape, never far off his weight. Pacquiao, well, he's the only one who's had a camp, a serious camp, fight camp with the Barrios fight. I give him a little edge. Check for him. X factors. Well, it's a rematch, right? Mayweather won it first. He's got to have maybe a little edge mentally, as far as confidence, belief.
Max Kellerman ranks Manny Pacquiao above Floyd Mayweather on the pound-for-pound list, citing his dominance across multiple weight classes and fearless approach to top competition. Aside from Sugar Ray Robinson, Kellerman considers Pacquiao the greatest pound-for-pound fighter of all time.
Floyd Mayweather beat Manny Pacquiao, it's true. Floyd is one of the top 10 greatest pound-for-pound fighters who ever lived. Tough to argue
Absolutely.
otherwise. But pound for pound, he can't be above Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was a flyweight champion. Not that he turned pro at flyweight. He was good enough as a flyweight to be the lineal champion, the real champion. Now, he didn't win titles in every division. He skipped some of these, but I just want to tell you how flyweight, junior bantam, junior feather, junior light, junior welter, junior middle.
He's rolling.
And he laid waste to these divisions.
Yeah.
He fought great fighters. He never ducked anybody. Yeah. Pacquiao, to me, other than Sugar Ray Robinson, he's still one. Pacquiao is the greatest pound-for-pound fighter who ever lived. I can't put Floyd above him.
Ryan Garcia agrees, praising Manny Pacquiao as the top pound-for-pound fighter in boxing history. He highlights Pacquiao's ability to dominate across multiple weight classes and deliver highlight reel knockouts. Garcia says he's been a lifelong fan and believes Pacquiao stands above all others in impact and legacy.
I mean, I've always had Manny Pacquiao above Floyd pound for pound, and just in the history of boxing, you never heard of a guy that could go from those weight classes and still dominate. Knocking out Cotto, knocking out Ricky Hatton with one shot, destroying Oscar De La Hoya. Made him look like he was nothing. I mean, for me, Manny Pacquiao was always going to have that, and I was always a huge fan of him growing up, so yeah, for me, he takes the cake.
Max Kellerman explains that while he admires Floyd Mayweather's flawless boxing style, he ranks Manny Pacquiao higher pound for pound. He respects both fighters as favorites, but Kellerman finds Pacquiao's achievements across multiple weight classes more impressive. Yes, even though he never expected Pacquiao to beat Mayweather in a fight.
Actually, more my style of that perfect boxer.
That's what
when I do a pound for pound ranking, I'm trying to be objective. Pacquiao jumped more weight classes. What he did pound for pound to me was more impressive.
But you have him over Floyd.
But I never thought Pacquiao was going to beat Floyd, ever.
But
never
Pacquiao,
thought
he's one of my favorite fighters.
Cool.
Floyd and Pacquiao, they're one of my favorite fighters. But I still want
Floyd's
to
the
see
longer, bigger, better defensive fighter.
Right.
But let's be real, what this is all about, business. This is going to be a mega event. Doesn't matter how old they are. They're the two biggest names in boxing today, even if they aren't necessarily the most active fighters.
Meanwhile, Teddy Atlas shared his take on the Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather rematch, breaking it down with a simple chart of advantages and disadvantages. He notes that both fighters are older, so they're even on age, but gives Mayweather the edge when it comes to wear and tear, citing his defensive style as a factor in preserving his body over the years.
Their rematch is scheduled. Hey, go figure, right? But as long as it is, I will just give you a little something that I did here. I figured, you know what, let me make a little chart. I don't know if you can see the chart. But what it is I'll read it off to you. I made a chart of advantages, disadvantages at this point for both these, these iconic fighters, right? At this point. All right, number one, advantage, disadvantage, age, right? I put even. They each get a check. They're both old, all right? So that's number one. The number two was who's got less miles on the odometer. And because of the defensive style of Mayweather, I gave a check to Mayweather having the edge here.
Teddy Atlas analyzed both boxers, giving Pacquiao the edge in reflexes and timing, while noting Mayweather's inactivity could slow him early. He saw power as balanced, with Mayweather bigger, but Pacquiao naturally stronger, and considered speed even, as both fighters move with exceptional hand and foot speed.
Reflexes and timing and other boxing elements. Well, I gave the check to Pacquiao. At least he's had some fights or at least one real fight, you know, with Barrios recently. And yeah, Mayweather's fresher, but inactivity could affect his timing, especially early in the fight. So next one, power. Well, the guy who's always been a naturally better puncher, not the naturally bigger guy though, so that equals it out a little bit, evens it out. The naturally bigger guy is Mayweather, but the natural puncher was always Pacquiao. He gets a check. Speed, who gets the edge there? Well, Mayweather always fast, always smooth, always fluid. And Pacquiao, I mean, tremendous hand and feet speed, foot speed. I give them both a check.
Teddy Atlas gives his prediction for Pacquiao versus Mayweather, noting that styles make fights and Mayweather's approach could still challenge Pacquiao. And he highlights Pacquiao's recent activity as an advantage and wonders if promoters might already be eyeing a trilogy. In the end, Atlas calls the fight a draw, leaving room for debate and reflection.
At the end of the day, the pick. This is what you've been waiting for, right? You couldn't wait for this? All right, the pick. Styles make fights. You know, that the style of Mayweather could still be a problem for Pacquiao. But again, Pacquiao has been the only one in there with a real fight recently. And I know the boxing business, you guys too, right? Could it be possible that these promoters, whatever, it is about money? Could they already be thinking about a trilogy? I don't know, call me crazy. I'm gonna call it a draw, all right? There it is. All right, that's, I hope you guys, makes you think about it a little bit. Might make you laugh, might make you mad, or it might make you say, hey, yeah, never thought of that.
Furthermore, Oscar De La Hoya reflects on a hypothetical matchup between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao 5 years earlier. He suggests it would have been a closer, possibly controversial fight, but still believes Mayweather likely comes out on top. De La Hoya notes that a younger Pacquiao was relentless, constantly pressuring like Pac-Man, which would have made it more competitive, though he isn't sure it would have been enough to secure the win.
What would have been different had they fought, let's just say 5 years earlier? Because everybody believed they wanted that fight. We had been clamoring for that fight for 5-10 years. Had they fought 5 years earlier, is the outcome any different?
Let's just say it would have probably been a controversial decision.
Okay.
You know, like a closer fight. But I still think that Floyd probably would have pulled it off. I really do think so. Pacquiao at the time when he was coming up, when I fought him, he was literally a Pac-Man.
Right.
He was just chomping at me like there's no tomorrow.
Right.
He wouldn't stop. He wouldn't stop throwing punches. That Pacquiao probably gives Mayweather a better fight.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if he wins, but he gives him a better fight.
Right.
Oscar De La Hoya explains that as a former fighter, he understands the mental and physical state of competitors. He notes that Pacquiao wasn't at his peak, and even considering both fighters at their best, De La Hoya still believes Floyd Mayweather would have come out victorious.
Yeah, I mean, as a fighter myself, I know exactly what's going on with the fighters, mentally and physically, and Pacquiao wasn't the same. And you can make the argument for Floyd as well.
Right.
You know, at their peak, yeah, I still think that Floyd would have won the fight.
Gabe Rosado breaks down Mayweather versus Pacquiao too, predicting it could be an even more interesting fight. He notes both fighters have slowed with age, but Pacquiao still carries his flow, while Mayweather will have to rely on his movement and speed. Rosado suggests the intrigue lies in seeing how Floyd adapts against Pacquiao's more straightforward style.
And as far as Floyd and Pacquiao, man, it's like, you know, it's going to be, I think it's going to even be a better fight this time, only because, you know, obviously they're going to be, you know, they slow down. You know, Floyd can't, I don't think he's going to be able to move as much as he used to. And then, you know, Pacquiao still kind of got that flow with him. You know, he showed it in Barrios' fight. So, like, I think we know what Pacquiao's going to bring to the table is going to be more interesting what Floyd got. You know what I'm saying? And Floyd still got those movements. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Pacquiao's more of like the straight up fighter, where Floyd relied a lot on his speed.
Gabe Rosado acknowledges that both fighters are older, but emphasizes their dedication to health and fitness. He notes they've always stayed in shape and avoided bad habits, which keeps them competitive despite age. Rosado points out that experience and respect for the sport can be decisive, making him confident this rematch will be a strong, high-level fight.
Like, I know people look at their age and go like, man, they old as hell, but you gotta think about it. Like, they both live healthy lifestyles. Floyd's not that type of guy. He don't do, and neither does Pacquiao, you know, and these are guys that they're legends and they always stay fit. You know, you never see them look, you know, overweight or anything like that, man. So yeah, they're up there in age, man, but at the same time, you know, these are guys that really take care of their bodies. And, you know, let's not forget, Bernard Hopkins became world champion at 48. And, you know, Bernard Hopkins was beating Pascal. He was beating young dudes. He was looking good just on his experience and his, you know, his respect for the game. So I really think this is going to be a good fight.
Coach Rodney also praises Floyd Mayweather's readiness for the Pacquiao rematch, saying the 49-year-old ain't missing a beat. He notes that Floyd has been training with his nephew, Roger's son, and looks sharp, showing that he's fully prepared and still a fierce competitor in the ring.
Official that Floyd Mayweather will be fighting Manny Pacquiao on Netflix in Las Vegas at the Sphere. First reaction to the news, and what do you think about it?
Like I say, Floyd, he's a competitor, you know, and he's ready. You know, I already, you know, heard, you know, through the grapevine, he's been working with his nephew, Roger's son. That's a real good pad, man. Sort of like his father, you know, and he said he did real good with Floyd. So just by hearing that, Floyd already, you know, on that thing. Like I talked to Dewan told me something about, you know, the Pacquiao fight, and, you know, they couldn't make that happen and this and that. So I think Floyd's ready, you know.
Meanwhile, Manny Pacquiao shows excitement for the rematch, stressing he wants a fair fight with no past excuses. He believes the timing is right, with himself still active and Mayweather coming out of retirement, making it the perfect moment for their clash.
The CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions and Limitless X Holdings. Guys, thank you for the time this morning. Manny, going to start with you. Why is now, 11 years after the first fight, why is now the right time for this rematch?
It just happened that I'm still active in boxing, and he come out from retirement, so and he decided to do it again. So this is it. Like I'm so excited for the fight.
Manny Pacquiao reflects on their first fight, noting that both he and Mayweather have grown since then. He's focused on avoiding past mistakes, especially in preparation, and is determined to make this a true contest, not just an exhibition. Pacquiao says he's ready and excited, calling it the fight he's been waiting for.
Oh yeah, I learned a lot on that fight. Way back 2015, I think we become mature right now, and how to handle it, and like, you know, I hope that it will not happen again, like the way it is last 2015. You know, it's the experience is like not really 100%, but I'm hoping for this time around no more excuses, especially to my condition, and also for everything. Like I'm so excited and ready to the fight. Although before he wants an exhibition with me, but I disagree, and I don't want to fight with exhibition with him. I want to fight a real fight like this. So this is it. Like this is what I'm waiting for.
Keyshawn Davis picks Floyd Mayweather Jr., noting that Floyd already beat Manny Pacquiao and that recent activity matters most. He acknowledges both fighters have slowed with age, but feels Mayweather's exhibition fights, including one against Logan Paul, have kept him sharper, giving Floyd the advantage.
Floyd for sure. Because he already won the first time. He only as good as your last performance. You know what I'm saying? Last performance, Floyd won.
So you think about Floyd. Age, when they talk about reflexes and timing go as a fighter,
yeah.
You think his time and his reflexes will still be there?
No, both of their reflexes and timing still ain't there. But I'm going to say this too, though. Pacquiao's last performance was crazy against a younger fighter too. You know? But Floyd also been doing a lot of exhibitions. So they both been like kind of active. You know what I'm saying? But
Floyd's
I gotta
been
judge
a
off their
long
last
time.
fight.
Floyd's been off a long time. He ain't done nothing. He's been inactive.
Yeah, that's cool.
Pacquiao just fought.
You traded Pacquiao too?
Nah,
He
hell
gotta
no.
be Chat. He gotta be trading Pacquiao, right?
Nah.
Chat. He gotta
I
be
just wanna
trading
hear your
Pacquiao.
thoughts. I just want to hear your
Dude.
thoughts, man. I just want to hear your thoughts. I mean,
I'm been keeping it
things
real.
are right. I know you are.
They both been sort of kind of active.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Before Pacquiao fought Barrios, he ain't fighting a very long time. You know, but Floyd had probably like 2-3 exhibitions. Floyd even fought Logan Paul. He a young kid. So Floyd is the more active retirement fighter.
Like Mayweather lauds Floyd's readiness for the Pacquiao rematch, noting he's sharper and stronger than ever. He highlights Floyd's exceptional fight intelligence, pointing out that every action in training is deliberate, and his ability to articulate his movements makes his style smarter and more precise than anyone else in the ring.
Is Floyd that much, even at this age and at this, part of his career where most fighters, they're like 1/4 of their abilities? Is he, like, when they say Floyd Mayweather, even at this age, it's unparalleled?
Yes, and it's so crazy. I don't even know how to describe it. He's just that much smarter than everybody else. That's just what it boils down to. His IQ is so much better than everybody else's, right? Everything we do on the mitts, we're doing it for a reason when we do it. And I think that's the difference between him and other fighters is if you're in the midst, if you're doing the mitts with other fighters and you stop, most of them can't tell you why we just did what we did. He can tell you everything. He can tell you the reason he stepped with his left foot before his right foot. Everything has a purpose. Yeah, so that he's just that much smarter than everybody else.
On the other side, Keith Thurman finds Mayweather's return for a Pacquiao rematch understandable. He says the financial rewards, the lifestyle, and the rush of fight night are powerful motivators, and seeing younger fighters cash in only adds to the appeal. Now, Thurman adds that the experience of being in the ring is irreplaceable, making it nearly impossible for a boxer to stay retired.
It's almost like Floyd set up the blueprint, and then, Jake Paul took it to another level. And Floyd's like, hey, man, I can't just let these young people do something better than me. And he getting all this bread. I used to be the money man. I was the money man, and it is what it is, man. He lives a very fancy lifestyle. Some people say that, that they need the money. Pacquiao needs the money. Floyd needs the money. Hey, man, you need the money, get back in the business and make the money. It is what it is, man. But this is what boxers know best. I mean, it's hard. How do you go from an industry that pays you multiple millions of dollars in a night? You know what I'm saying? And then you go into retirement and, you do little things for people. You do an appearance here. You do this and that there. There's nothing like fight night. There's no adrenaline like fight night. There's no build-up like fight night, and there's no money reward like fight night. So it doesn't surprise me, man. Like, it's hard to step away from this sport.
Andy Ward expresses mixed feelings about the Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch. On one hand, he wishes to see them enjoying life, mentoring others, and enjoying their hard-earned success. On the other hand, his boxing experience makes him wary of the sport's toll and the risks to their health.
But the deeper part of me, man, I want to see Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao on a beach somewhere, living off the fruits of their labor, helping the game however they see fit to help the game, and just watching the next generations do what they do. But hey, we got to fight September 19th at the Sphere in Las Vegas on Netflix. I'm excited to see it, but the other part of me, the part of me that knows how the game goes, the part of me that knows how the punishment in boxing starts to add up, the part of me that has seen how a lot of our champions have gone out, it's a part of me that's struggling with this. I got reservations, and I don't want to see Floyd Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao take it too far and end up fighting the wrong guy and end wrong. But I think I'm okay with Manny Pacquiao at his age and Floyd Mayweather at his age fighting each other.
Andy Ward calls the rematch an old grudge finally coming to life. He recalls Manny's drive to hand Floyd his first loss and notes that Mayweather still brings his signature edge. On September 19th at the Sphere in Las Vegas, fans will witness Money Mayweather back in a sanctioned fight against Pacquiao, a matchup few imagined would ever happen.
With Manny Pacquiao at his age and Floyd Mayweather at his age fighting each other. Old grudge match. Manny said, I want to give him his first loss and let him live with that for the rest of his life. I like how you talking, Manny. Mayweather still feels like he's Mayweather. Well, we gonna see. But he's still got to get through that Mike Tyson thing, and I don't know how that's gonna go. But September 19th at the Sphere in Las Vegas, live on Netflix, we getting ready to see Money Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather, step back into the ring for a sanctioned fight against Manny Pacquiao. Who would have thought that we would get this far up the road?
Lonnie B also analyzes Floyd Mayweather's mindset for the Pacquiao rematch, calling him a master strategist. He says Pacquiao's recent fight against Mario Barrios showed he still believes he can dominate even after years out of the ring. Lonnie highlights Floyd's experience, boxing IQ, and dedication in the gym as key to keeping him sharp, while noting with a grin that Mayweather sees both the opportunity and the payday, ready to step back in and earn some more money.
What do you think about him coming out of retirement and fighting professionally and against Pacquiao, no less?
Well, one thing about Floyd is very strategic. I believe he's seen something in that Mario Barrios fight that he like, oh yeah, I'm good. Like, I'm good. Actually, my personal opinion, I think Floyd can come back and beat a lot of these guys.
Like who?
I think he'll beat Barrios. I think he'll beat Ryan Garcia. I think his experience and his boxing IQ, and it seems like Floyd, it seems like his body is still like, fresh. He had 9 years off. And Floyd is one of them guys who stay in the gym. Don't let Floyd fool you. He stays in the gym. He's been doing this since he was a kid. It's impossible for him to stay away from the gym. So he stays in the gym, whether he's just playing around. Even if he stay mentally in boxing, that's still you staying in the gym. And those who box know what I'm talking about. Like, just always watching and always thinking and always playing around. Floyd is a computer. So I believe he's seen something in the Pacquiao fight, and in the Mario Barrios Pacquiao fight, and said, oh, and the money they giving away now? Oh, let me go steal some more money.
Furthermore, Shannon Briggs expresses excitement for a Mayweather versus Pacquiao rematch, noting their shared Sagittarius traits and personal connection. He highlights Pacquiao's recent activity, suggesting it could make the fight lively and competitive.
Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather.
I like that fight, actually. Pacquiao's a Sagittarius like me. I think we might have the same birthday. And so, yeah, I like that fight in a rematch. I think that Pacquiao's been busier than Mayweather, so we're going to see a great fight.
Ben Whitaker expresses excitement for the Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch, calling it a clash of legends. He respects both fighters' contributions to boxing, and as a fan of their skill and the sport, fully supports the matchup if it happens.
Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Of course, great fight, two legends. I'm a Mayweather fan. I like what he's done for the sport. I like his skill. So if he wants to make it 2-0, he can make it 2-0.
That wraps up today's video. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.